When I was 18, I had no plan, just a dream, a cracked copy of FL Studio, and the belief that someday somebody would hear my music and change my life. That someday never came, not because I wasn't good enough, but because I didn't have the blueprint. So today, I'm giving it to you. Everything I wish I knew when I started chasing this laid out. If you're serious about turning your music into a career, this might be the most important video you ever watch. My name is Austin. I've run studios, helped artists grow their brands from scratch, and built campaigns that reached hundreds of thousands. But none of that happened overnight. Before, I was the guy that artists came to for help. I was the artist nobody knew. I know what it's like to pour your heart into a song, drop it, and get 12 plays. To feel like you were shouting into a void. I also know what it's like to figure it out. To have a system, a team, a circle, a mission, and finally see results. This video is what I wish somebody gave me at the beginning. Let's get into the blueprint. Number one is stop chasing validation and start creating value. Let me tell you something hard that I had to learn early on. Nobody owes your music their attention. I used to think talent would carry me, that if I dropped the right track at the right time, I'd get discovered. But attention is earned, not owed. You don't grow by making better music. You grow by solving a problem for your listener. Music is emotional medicine. Are you helping them escape? Are you giving them something to scream when they are angry? Are you giving them something to believe in when they feel lost? The shift happened when I stopped asking, why aren't people supporting me? And started asking, how can I make something that they actually need? That's what separates artists with fans from artists with followers. Number two is brand first, music second. You could have the hardest music in your city, but if your brand is messy, you are forgettable. When I first started, I was just dropping with music with no intention behind it, no identity, no message, no consistency. I thought, just let the music speak for itself. But in today's world, if you don't speak for your music, nobody will. Your brand is what people say about you when you are not in the room. It's the colors, the content, the vibe, the feeling people get when they hear your name. And a strong brand makes everything easier. Easier to promote, easier to grow, easier to sell. I used to think branding was fake. Now I understand it's just alignment. It's who you are communicated clearly so people can follow without confusion. Number three is build real connection, not just views. Here's a truth nobody tells you guys. 10 real fans will do more for your career than 10,000 passive viewers. I used to chase numbers. I wanted to go viral. I wanted 100,000 views overnight until I realized that I didn't even know who was watching. They weren't buying or sharing or staying, right? That's when I got intentional. I started replying to comments, sending DMs to people who supported me, asking for feedback, and giving value. That's when people started to actually care. And those people become the ones who bought merch, showed up to events, told their friends about me, right? A community is worth more than an audience. Don't get caught up in chasing reach, build roots. Number four is learn to market or stay invisible. Let me be blunt. If you don't know how to market, you are gambling. It doesn't matter how fire your music is. If nobody hears it, it doesn't exist. Marketing is how you show up for your dream. It's not just ads and posts. It's knowing who you're talking to, why they should care, and how to lead them from curiosity to commitment. I didn't know how to do any of that at first. But once I learned how to tell my story and content, how to use DMs the right way, how to boost my social proof and build trust, that's when people started hitting me up. That's when the opportunities came in. The truth is, the people who win in music, they aren't always the most talented. They're just the ones who learned how to move smart. You can either stay slept on or you can learn how to wake people up. Okay? If any of this is hitting home for you and you're tired of doing it all on your own, that's why I started a free group for serious artists. It's not another spammy chat. It's a community of people who are actually building something real, getting help, feedback, clarity, and momentum. If that sounds like something you need, check the link in the description. It's 100% free to join, okay? Part 5 is get serious about strategy. Back then, my strategy was drop a song and post a link and hope it does something, right? Does it sound familiar? The problem is, hope is not a strategy. You need systems, you need a content plan, you need a fan journey. You need to ask, how are people finding me? Why are they sticking around? And what do I want them to do next, right? When I started mapping these things out, when I started creating offers, building a real email list, tracking what worked, that's when I started feeling like a business. And once you feel like a business, people will treat you like one. Part 6 is play the long game, okay? I've seen a lot of artists quit, and not because they weren't good, but because they couldn't wait. They dropped a song, it didn't go crazy in a week, and they started questioning everything. But real success takes time, okay? It takes consistency, it takes clarity. When I finally stopped expecting overnight wins and instead focused on getting better week by week, something amazing happened. I started winning, right? I started seeing the compounding power of not quitting. Your story doesn't end just because a post flopped. It ends when you decide to give up. If you're willing to stick it out, build the right systems, and stay focused. Your time will come, okay? Excuse me. But only if you stay in the game long enough to collect it. That's it. Stay in the game. Don't quit. So here's the blueprint I wish I had at 18. Create value, not just noise. Build a brand that people believe in. Stop chasing numbers and build connection. Learn how to market yourself like a business. Get serious about strategy and play the long game. Do not quit. And most importantly, don't try to do this alone. That's what held me back the longest. If you're ready to build this for real, if you're ready to stop guessing and start growing, then join that free group for a serious artist. We'll help you make a plan. We'll help you stay motivated, and you'll have people in your corner who actually get it. Appreciate you guys for rocking with me. Your story is not over. It is just getting started. All right? Let's keep building. You're about to make a serious impact.